A bomb blast has torn through a mosque in northeastern Nigeria, killing at least 7 people. Police say the blast tore through evening prayers in the Gamboru market area of Maiduguri, the capital of Borno state. At least 35 people are wounded. No group has claimed responsibility. Nigeria has fought armed groups in Borno state for years, but Maiduguri hasn't witnessed a major attack since 2021. All right, Ahmed Idris joins us live now from the Nigerian capital, Abuja. Ahmed, let me ask you first, what's emerging from the investigation into this attack so far?
Well, investigations commenced almost immediately after the attack, which was yesterday evening. What we know right now is that the accusing fingers are being pointed to 2 armed groups that have been operating in Maiduguri for more than a decade. First of all, is the Boko Haram, and then ISWAP, which is a breakaway faction of Boko Haram, but it's more sophisticated by the Boko Haram that we knew 15 years ago. It has launched daring attacks on military formations, targeted civilians, kidnapped people for ransom, and Boko Haram and ISIL, whenever we witness such incidents in the northeast of the country, usually it follows sustained military pressure on the 2 armed groups. At the moment, we don't have any clue as to who is responsible because none of the 2 groups have claimed responsibility, but we've seen similar attacks happening every time the military stepped up pressure on these armed groups in the region. Now, what we know, the police, the military, and other civil security organizations have launched investigation into how this suicide bomber was able to infiltrate Maiduguri with a bomb and targeted not only a small mosque, but also a Jumat mosque, which is a large mosque in the area, and detonated his bomb, killing this number of people. Now, it's becoming a more worrying situation when things like that start to happen. People in the city of Maiduguri become very, very concerned because they don't know where to go to. They don't know whether the markets are safe. They don't know whether the schools are safe or going to mosque is safe. Over the years, they target these particular religious organizations or religious institutions to make a statement and, of course, to kill as many people as they can.
Ahmed, you're talking about the targeting of religious groups and religious institutions. We know there is growing concern in Nigeria about attacks against Muslim communities. I want to ask you if there are indications that what happened at this mosque may be part of a pattern of rising violence on religious communities there.
Exactly. We've seen several attacks on mosques and churches, but although in the northeast of the country, we can say more of these attacks happen in mosques. Attempts a day. And because of that, they know whenever they target a mosque, they are going to get as many casualties as they want or as possible. And this will put more pressure not only on the security services, but also the government itself. Although this is not to say that Christians or other religious institutions have not been targeted. No, they have been targeted several times, of course. On Christmas Day 2014, we've seen the bombing at Madala, which killed dozens of people when people were holding Christmas service. So apart from that, we've seen in the last few months, we've seen how an organization, or rather an armed group in the northwest of the country attacked a mosque in Katsina State and killed dozens of people in that mosque. And that is not Boko Haram, by the way. It's one of the armed groups that have been operating, kidnapping people for ransom in the northwest of the country. So this is a continuous pattern. We've seen this several times all over the northwest and the northeast. And people are getting worried that this could be the new normal in these areas, simply because the security forces are trying to deal with the situation. But these armed groups continuously devise religious institutions or worshippers in other mosques or churches. But on this Christmas, we are made to understand by the security forces that have stepped up efforts and stepped up security around religious places of worship, especially churches, as Christians hold the Christmas today.
All right, that's Al Jazeera's Ahmed Idris joining us with all the latest live from Abuja. Ahmed, thank you so much.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.